Hello again, everybody! Zacatech is here with the Atakline for Monday, March 25th, 2013. Alright, hope everybody had a great weekend this weekend. I did. I only had one gig this weekend. Plus, I got to meet a celebrity over the weekend after that gig. Before I get to the celebrity, gotta get to the gig. DJ Zacatech gig this weekend. Only one gig Friday, which was an Easter hunt. Yeah, it's early, but I know no one does anything on Good Friday, so they did an Easter hunt this past Friday, which was a great hunt. It was cold as hell again. Second year I did this Easter hunt last year was the same problem. You know, cold as heck, about 30, 40 degrees out, but still brought a lot of people. That was last year. Same thing happened this year, you know. A lot of people came up. At least 200, 300 people show up to this hunt, despite being cold. At the Washington Lions Club gazebo near the Washington Township Hall, where I DJed a special needs dances, like I did 2 weeks ago. And it was a great hunt. You know, it was a great turnout. I played a lot of sports rock stuff, you know, fun things, because a lot of little kids there. Snuck in some new music. I was mostly background. You know, like St. Baldrick's 2 weeks ago. But hey, it was a fun hunt. Everyone enjoyed themselves. Everyone enjoyed the music. Kids loved it, the parents loved it, everybody loved it. So there you go. But after the gig, I went to a restaurant. I don't want to give. I'll give away the name because I'll give away the name because when I say the name, I'll give away the celebrity who I met. At Flavor Flav's Chicken and Ribs. Yes, he has a restaurant here in Michigan. 15 mile in Van Dyke. Would you not expect Flavor Flav to have a restaurant like in Gratiot or something? But in a suburb, you know, Sterling Heights. Well, Flavor Flav was at his restaurant. I got to meet him. Yeah, boy, indeed. I got him to sign his magazine. He was so cool. I met him on Friday. He was in town to promote his concert. He's going to be in concert with LL Cool J, De La Soul, and Ice Cube calls P.E. I got the tickets. I got tickets to see Public Enemy. A huge Public Enemy fan. Going in the Hall of Fame in April. No matter what people say about Rap Goose being in the Hall of Fame. So I've been to Flav's place a few times. Good place, good eating. And I got to see Flav on Friday, like I mentioned, after my Easter egg hunt. He was so cool. I met a lot of celebrities, but I think it was probably one of the nicest and humble dudes I've ever met. You know, I got a hug from him. He signed my book. I got photos. I don't have one here, but I did put photos on my Facebook page, facebook.com/DJ Zacatech. That's DJ Zacatech. That's my profile picture of me and Flav on my Facebook page. So just to let you know. So there you go. I had a good gig on Friday. Got to meet Flav also as well on Friday. I have this week off. No gigs this week, but next week, April 2nd, Tuesday, afternoon Splash Bash. Now, on with the #1 movie in America, kicking off the entertainment news of the day. Now, after 2 weeks, Oz, the Great and Powerful, got kicked off by, of all movies, that piece of shit, really piece of shit, animated bullshit, known as The Croods. I don't know why it was #1. It's like the only real family movie out right now. I understand that, but it's still bullshit to me and being an adult. Croods debuted #1 with 44 mil, but movies like Admission failed. And Spring Breakers, the controversial new movie starring James Franco and Selena Gomez, acting a little bit un-Disney-like. I'll talk about Selena and the KCAs in just a moment or two. So, it expanded this week. It only made like 6 million, but not bad for only being in select theaters until last weekend. So there you go. New #1 movie being The Croods. Now, starting with the kickoff the music news with one of the most talked about news of the weekend, the breakup of one group, My Chemical Romance. Yes, after 12 years, MCR officially broke up over the weekend. Of course, they were known for the successful albums like 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, The Black Parade, and Danger Days, the last album, which featured Na 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 and Sing. Many fans were not too proud of the new sound after going goth and emo on the last 2 albums, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge and, of course, The Black Parade. I saw them on The Black Parade tour. They were pretty good. The fans were not too happy about how MCR broke the news, by just writing a little blog saying after 12 years, you know, it's time to move on, bye-bye. Fans were not too happy with the insincere way of putting it. But Gerard Way, the lead singer of MCR, just recently posted his own little statement, which is 2,000 words. I'll only read a bit of it. Like I said, it's a long paragraph, but he did say, bottom line is, MCR is done, but it can never die. It is alive in me, and the guys in the band. It is alive inside all of you. I always knew that, and I think you did too. Because it is not a band. It is an idea. No specifics about why they broke up still. Like, not a lot of answers on why they broke up. We're probably going to find out the he said, she said stuff in the next couple weeks. You know, it's a very long statement. So, like I said, not a lot of answers. Just said, and all the things that made us great were the very things that were going to end us. Friction, creation, destruction, opposition, aggression, ambition, heart, hate, courage, spite, beauty, desperation, love, fear, glamour, weakness, hope. So, that's what probably could happen. Like I said, a lot of things going on with that. But over the FOB, kind of like in that same emo goth range. You know, they just got back together. Yeah, MCR's breaking up. But I bet you MCR will reunite one day once these guys get through their solo things. So there you go. MCR, My Chemical Romance, ended over the weekend. They broke up. Best of the future endeavors, guys. But I hope to see you reunite one day. In the words of their song, Helena, so long and good night. So long and good night. Alright. And of course, MCR were nominated a few times for several awards and performed at several award shows, including the Video Music Awards. Big news on the VMAs today. For the first time ever in VMA history, to honor their, keep them saying this, 30th anniversary. Yes, 30 years of VMAs. Imagine, 30 years ago, they still aired videos. Anyway, despite their love-hate relationship with videos these days, they're still having the VMAs. And they announced for the 30th anniversary, they're going to go to a new location for the first time. They've been in LA. They've been in Vegas, Miami, and specifically New York City. But they're in New York. This time, they're not going to be in New York City and like Radio City. They'll be in Brooklyn. That's why they announced today that the Barclays Center, the arena that Jay-Z built, will be the home of the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards on August the 25th. Mayor Bloomberg released his own statement about VMAs moving to Barclays, saying that Brooklyn is home to icons like the Cyclone in Coney Island and the Brooklyn Bridge, and now it can lay claim to the MTV VMAs. Bringing the VMAs to Brooklyn would mean hundreds of jobs. MTV said in their own statement, from hip-hop to hipsters, Jay-Z to MGMT, Brooklyn musicians have a long history of dominating the spotlight on MTV. Brooklyn is a cultural mecca, the hippest, coolest place for young people across the country. Ratings have been down for the last couple of years, but indeed, hope VMAs do well. Last year was okay, I saw it last year. Glad it's not the same week as it was last year, because, you know, Kiss was, you saw my Atakline during that day. Kiss was supposed to be the day before the VMAs, but ended up being postponed till the day of the VMAs. So I watched the repeat. So there you go, VMAs in Brooklyn on August 25th. No host yet or nominees. Probably find those out in next weeks and months. Of course, the movie awards are coming up. One on the corner, April 14th. But another big award show that MTV and the networks produce is the Kids' Choice Awards, which aired over the weekend on Saturday. Josh Duhamel, a.k.a. Mr. Fergie, as Miss Rosie and Sophia Grace said in the intro to the show, Josh Duhamel was a good host. You know, he really leveled down to the kids because he had to speak all loud and be all boisterous in front of kids. And he really had a great, he could be a great dad when he's having a baby with Fergie. He did botch a few things. He slipped in the beginning. And when doing the best male butt kicker, which I'll refer to in a moment, he said Superman instead of Spider-Man. That's kind of a big botch right there. When it comes to the winners, For the music award, I was surprised that Katy Perry, who hasn't released anything significant in the last year besides 2 singles from the reissue of an album from 2010, Teenage Dream, beat Taylor Swift for Best Female. I'm very surprised. Maybe it's bots because they just gave it to people who were there. But no, I shouldn't say that because One Direction won 2 awards. They weren't there. They're on their UK tour, winning Best Group over Bon Jovi, which ain't that big of a surprise being its kid's choice. And What Makes You Beautiful winning Best Song. Also not there and also on tour, Justin Bieber won Best Male. And that's the music winners. When it comes to the other winners, when it comes to non-music, we have, of course, mostly Disney shows and Nickelodeon shows dominating the TV categories, with Victorious recently canceled, winning Best TV Show. Ross Lynch from Austin and Alley, wherever the hell that is, won Best TV Actor. Selena Gomez, another canceled show, Wizards of Waverly Place, winning Best TV Actress. Favorite reality show, Wipeout. Why? But I love that show anyway. Favorite cartoon, should expect SpongeBob. Favorite movie, despite not being a kids-friendly movie, The Hunger Games, winning that. But Best Actress went to Kristen Stewart, of all people, from Twilight. While Johnny Depp, for a bomb movie, Dark Shadows, won Best Movie Actor. And Best Animated Movie was Wreck-It Ralph. Voice for Animated Movie was Adam Sandler. Also Kristen Stewart, also won Best Female Butt Kicker. Favorite app went to Temple One. And Best Male Butt Kicker is the WWE Champion, who didn't bring the belt and didn't mention WWE, focusing more on his movie career. I'll talk more about him when I get to my Raw Preview in a bit, but The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So, there I got some of the KCA winners. Of course, we had performances as well, with, of course, Pitbull kicking off the show with Christina Aguilera performing their new single, Feel This Moment. And I said when Kesha, who also performed, when she was announced to perform, I was like, are they going to bleep Wine Cooler and Hootis? Which they did, doing her performance of Come On with a little bit of a 2010 song, We Are Who We Are. Well, Pitbull and Kesha, it won't be the first time they'll be performing together on the same show. Although they perform separately on the same show, on the KCAs, they're touring together. Friday night, the day before the KCAs, they announced a big headlining tour to kick off this May. Pitbull and Kesha kick off the tour in May. Of course, it's going to be in the Detroit area at the Palace of Auburn Hills on June the 7th. The biggest venue Kesha's ever played. She's playing at the Fillmore in Pine Knob. Now she's playing the Palace. Pitbull played the Palace before, but opening up for Enrique Iglesias. I think Pitbull's the top bill. Like Pitbull, Kesha, I don't know who's going to be the closer, but 2 other opening acts were named, some no-name groups. Of course, tickets go on sale this week or next week for their shows. Of course, we going mostly around amphitheaters, but some few arenas, including Detroit. So there you go. Kesha on the road with Pitbull. Now, speaking of tour announcements over the weekend, a lot of people announced tours like Rascal Flatts did, but a big tour announcement, which some people didn't expect so quickly after he just got released from the hospital after suffering seizures, Lil Wayne. Now, Lil Wayne's album comes out tomorrow. Of course, I Am Not a Human Being 2 comes out tomorrow. To celebrate that, he announced on Friday a new tour, the America's Most Wanted Tour. Now, he announced the tour on Friday, but he did not announce the dates until today. The America's Most Wanted Festival Tour happened in 2009. Now the second one's happening starting in July in Birmingham, Alabama. The tour will feature T.I. in Future. Sponsored by Mountain Dew, because Lil Wayne's been in Mountain Dew commercials. The tour will zigzag all across the country from July all the way to September 1st. He'll be here in Detroit on my birthday, August the 9th. At Joe Louis Arena. That's interesting to be on my birthday, but I'm not going though. So, tickets, I don't know. They're not taking info for Detroit yet. Probably find out in the next couple of weeks when he's going out to Detroit. And more performers for this festival will be announced besides Future and T.I. joining Weezy. So there you go. Lil Wayne, new album out tomorrow. And tour announcement today. America's Most Wanted, kicking off in July. Now, on with sports news. Kicking off with cage fighting news. Now, there was a lot of cage fighting over the weekend. We had, of course, the World Series of Fighting. It was okay. Call out of like it was take place this past Saturday on NBC Sports Net. It was the second event they ever done with Anthony Rumble Johnson getting the victory in the main event over Orlovsky, the vampire teeth dude, and Anthony sucky gameplay with it. He had great strikes, but takedowns sucked. And it was an okay call. But Bellator was also on this past weekend on Thursday. A lot of finishes with Ryan Martinez, great knockout punch to Travis Wu. And the main event was Dave Jensen against Machine Health. Great main event. Great exciting match. Great takedowns. Great ground and pound. Great striking. Great action from Dave Jensen and Machine Health. The main event on Thursday on Bellator. And that's some MMA news. Now, before I get to the Raw Preview for tonight, I have some news concerning last week's Raw. We saw last week, CM Punk, of course, once again made fun of Paul Bearer's death, exploited his death as part of the storyline between Punk and Taker. He played around the urn, controversially dropping it, saying, "Oh shit, I found out over the weekend that Paul Bearer's family agreed to it." So take a joke, people. Paul Bearer's family agreed to it. Yes, Paul Bearer's family signed off on Punk doing what he did last week with the urn. So, there you go. Paul Bearer's family, knowing this might be a little bit inappropriate, at least Paul Bearer's family agreed to it. That's what many people might have said to themselves. Did Paul Bearer's family agree to this? Making fun of Paul by Punk? Well, now they found out they did. So there you go. Paul Bearer's death storylines agreed by the family. Now on with my Raw preview for tonight. With 2 weeks left to Mania and a lot going on, hopefully tonight. Question number 5. Will any other names be announced for the Hall of Fame and any other matches made for Mania tonight? Booker T was announced last week to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Question mark by some people. I think Booker deserves it. He'll be joining Trish, Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino, Mick Foley, and Donald Trump in the Hall of Fame this year. I bet you there'll be no more names. We'll see if there's any other names being announced. Paul Bearer? Come on. I know it's quick, but come on. Maybe announce it this week. Because probably they already announced Booker T already. So maybe they'll announce Paul Bearer tonight. If they're going to induct him this quick in the Hall of Fame after his death. And any new matches made for Mania. We could get some new matches made for Mania, like Fandango against Jericho. Despite my hatred for Fandango, I said it last week. Fandango! Come on, fucker. Debut, bastard. Or you're going to get fired. Anyway. Viral Jericho beats the shit out of Fandango. If they do end up fighting, I hope it's not lame. With the whole lack of debut thing, like I mentioned last week. So I'm going to get more matches made for Mania this week. No Money in the Bank again. This will be the second Mania without Money in the Bank. This sucks. Saving it for the pay-per-view, which I think it's right to do so. So there you go. Question number 4. Will Mark Henry's injury threaten Mania? I heard Mark Henry got injured over the weekend in a match during a house show. He apparently injured his leg. We don't know how the severity of the injury is, especially after just making the match between Mark Henry and Ryback last week. Pulling Ryback from the 6-man tag with him and Orton and Sheamus. Big Show still unofficial on the team, but it'll be probably official next couple weeks. Probably this week. So, we'll see if Mark Henry's injury is legit or not. And if it's severe enough to get him out of Mania against Ryback. And if Mark Henry is injured and won't wrestle in Mania, who will Ryback wrestle? Who knows? Maybe a squash. Question number 3. Top 3 questions involve the top 3 feuds for Mania. I should say Swagger and Alberto, but, see how that storyline develops again this week with Carlos Ricardo getting injured. His ankle being put in the Patriot Act ankle lock last week, so about like Alberto's the face, but he should be here again. Many people's eyes. Question number 3. Involving the big feuds. What will happen between Rock and Cena tonight? The Rock, after being a promotional blitz, especially not promoting the WWE, mostly promoting G.I. Joe. And like I mentioned, he was on Kids' Choice Awards. Then he mentioned WWE. Come on, bastard. I love him, but come on. He's focused more on his movie career now. It's sad to see that. He's more passionate about his movies. He can't get his head out of his ass. Wrestling made him. Wrestling is the reason why I had a movie career. That's all I gotta say about that issue. But Rock is, yes, going to be on Raw tonight, first time in weeks. So expect some sort of confrontation between him and Cena, and try to hype this lack of a feud. So, like I said, everyone's not looking excited about this match. I haven't, so we'll see what happens. We're trying to build this matchup in the next couple weeks with Rock not appearing a lot. So there you go. Rock Cena feud. How it continues, we'll see. Question number 2. Will anything happen between Triple H and Lesnar tonight? With Rock being there, who knows if Triple H and Lesnar will be there. Because last week it was signed on the dotted line. Triple H signed the contract and a stipulation for the match between Triple H and Lesnar in Mania, which is official. It's a match I knew was going to take place and I wanted. No holds barred. And also Triple H's career is on the line. That's a storyline stipulation. Will Triple H actually retire if he loses? We'll see what happens. Should be an exciting, violent match. Better than a SummerSlam match, hopefully. But any Triple H Mania match, got a lot of hype to it. Got a lot of hype to it. We're hoping it doesn't suck as bad as old Triple H in WrestleMania 25. So there you go. Because that got a lot of hype. That sucked. So we'll see what happens with Lesnar and Triple H. Now, the number one question and the number one feud for Mania, in my eyes and many people's eyes, what will happen between Undertaker and CM Punk? Will Punk and Taker continue to play the mind games on each other? Well, of course, we didn't see any physical confrontation between Punk and Taker last week. But of course, we saw that backstage segment involving Punk in the Urn last week with him dropping it, despite being insensitive. Listen, people, it's TV-14 stuff. You want TV-14, right? You want elements of the Attitude Era. It's in your face and you still bitch about it. You can't do anything mean because everyone's insensitive now. But hey, we're trying. They're trying. Anyway, this feud's building up pretty well. Better than the build-up between Rock and Cena. Especially this is the feud that everyone's talking about more. Rock and Cena shouldn't be the vocal point of Mania. It's Taker Punk. Taker Punk should be the poster, not Rock Cena. I don't really want advertising for Cena Punk or Cena Rock, but come on, Punk Taker's the feud everyone's talking about, especially me. So I can't wait to see what happens with those two. And my games will continue, and the Road to Mania continues tonight on Raw 9 on USA Network. That's it for the Atakline for today. I'll see you all later tonight for my Raw review. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later. Thank you again for watching. Yeah.